Hi students, this is me wishing every one of you a beautiful good afternoon and welcoming every one of you back to the English class. So in this video, we are going to start our second supplementary lesson, Life of Pi, written by the author Jan Martel. Now let us see about the author first. So the author of this lesson, Life of Pi, is Jan Martel. Now let us see about the author. Jan Martel was born in Spain to French-Canadian parents. Martel's father worked as a diplomat and the family moved to Costa Rica, France, Mexico, and Canada during Martel's childhood. He grew up speaking both French and English. So Jan Martel was born in Spain. So he was born in Spain to French-Canadian parents. Martel's father worked as a diplomat. So what is mean by diplomat? Who is a diplomat is and a person or an official who represents his country in a foreign country. Okay, he is called as a diplomat, a represent of one's country to the foreign country. Okay, he is called as a diplomat, and the family moved to Costa Rica and then to France and then to Mexico and later on to Canada during Martel's childhood. Okay, so when he was a small boy, they have shifted from Costa Rica to France, Mexico, and finally to Canada. He grew up speaking both English and French. So he was able to speak both English and French. So Martel studied philosophy at Trent University in Ontario. Okay, so Trent University. So it is in Ontario. So there he studied philosophy and later spent a year in India visiting religious sisters and zoos. Okay, so later on he spent a year in India. Okay, so in India he spent 1 year and during that time he visited religious sisters. Okay, religious sisters are nothing but we can see nuns or sisters in church. Okay, so they will be dedicating their whole life to be what is that? They'll be working in the church throughout their lifetime, and so they are called as religious sisters and zoos. Okay, he visited zoos and religious sisters, that is church in India. His first 3 books received little critical or popular attention, but with the publication of Life of Pi in 2001, Martel became internationally famous and he was awarded the Man Booker Prize in 2002. Right. So his first 3 books received little critical or popular attention. So how you have to understand is little critical or little popular attention. Okay, it means critical means that is it doesn't deserve his first 3 books didn't get or did not reach any fame, that is it didn't become famous or popular. Okay, it became only little famous. Okay, that is the meaning. His first 3 books received little critical or little popular attention, but with the publication of Life of Pi. So after publishing Life of Pi in 2001, that is it was published in 2001, Martel became internationally famous and he was awarded the Man Booker Prize in 2002. So he was awarded the Man Booker Prize for his work Life of Pi, which was published in 2001 and it was awarded in the year 2002. Okay, so this is about the author Jan Martel. Now let us see the warm-up part. Imagine you are going on a trek or an adventure. It requires grit and a strong will to survive the odds and emerge unscathed. Most importantly, you should carry an emergency kit. Right. So imagine, just imagine you are going on a Trek means trekking போவாங்க இல்லையா, that is called as trek, that is climbing on the mountain or hills as an adventure. Okay, ஒரு as an adventure or as a as or for enjoyment. Mostly the young youth will be going trekking or for finding something, அந்த மாதிரி எதுக்காச்சும் they'll be going, or for entertainment they'll be going for trekking. So imagine you are going on a trek or an adventure. So what all we can call as adventurous, for example, what we can say, you might have seen bungee jumping. It is an adventurous game, right? So imagine that you are going on a trek or an adventure, and what is that that rolling monster will be there in the functions, in the festivals and all, you can see. Okay, that roller coaster. Okay, so going in that is also an adventure. Okay, so it requires grit and a strong will to survive the odds and emerge unscathed. So what requires grit? Grit means a strong bravery. Okay, so going on a trek or an adventure requires grit and a strong will to survive the odds. Odds means here difficulties. Okay, to survive the difficulties. So if you are planning to go for a trekking or for an adventure, what is needed is a braveness, a strong will, a strong desire to withstand all the difficulties. வழியில் என்ன difficulties வந்தாலும் அதை ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு you should have a strong willpower. Okay, and emerge unscathed. So what is unscathed is without any injuries or without being getting hurted. Okay, most importantly you should carry an emergency kit. So what you have to carry along with this, you have to carry an emergency kit when you go for a trekking, and it requires lot of willpower to come out without any injuries and without getting any hurt. Okay, now first aid kit, share your list with your, see here it is given, choose the 10 most essential items from the box and complete the table. So from this many items were given here, so you can pick any 10 most important essential 10 essential items and you can fill it in the first aid kit box, right? This you can do yourself. Now let us get into the lesson. Right, here is an abridged version of the famous Canadian fantasy adventure novel titled Life of Pi by Yann Martel, published in 2001. The protagonist is Visain Molitor Pai Patel, an Indian boy from Pondicherry. He survives 227 days after shipwreck while stranded on a lifeboat in the Pacific Ocean with a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker. Okay, so here is an abridged version. What is mean by abridged is a short version. Okay, or not a short version, a shortened version. Okay, of the famous Canadian fantasy adventure novel. Okay, so famous Canadian adventure novel. Okay, fantasy means something out of imagination. Okay, so it cannot possibly happen, but something which is written out of imagination, that is called as fantasy. And you know what is mean by adventure. So there was a Canadian fantasy adventure novel. So the title of it is Life of Pi, written by Yann Martel, which was published in 2001. So in the namak Life of Pi na Yann Martel எழுதின Canadian adventure novel and ஒரு shortened version is given for us, right? The protagonist is Visain Molitor Pai Patel. So protagonist means the main character. Okay, the important character in this lesson is Visain. His full name is Visain Molitor Pai Patel, an Indian boy from Pondicherry. So this is his full name. Okay, so he is an Indian boy and he belongs to Pondicherry. He survives 227 days after a shipwreck while stranded on a lifeboat in the Pacific Ocean with a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker. So, he survives how many days in the sea? 227 days. Okay, for 227 days he was living in the sea after a shipwreck. Shipwreck means after a ship is due to storm or due to damage or something like that, the ship is sinking in the sea. Okay, so on the couple waist it is sinking in the sea. So he is escaping from that ship through a lifeboat, and he was surviving in the sea for how many days? 227 days in the Pacific Ocean along with the Bengal tiger. So the name of that Bengal tiger is Richard Parker. Okay, so the main character is, he is shortly called as Pai Patel or Pai. He is an Indian boy from Pondicherry who is surviving in the sea for 227 days due to because the ship he had sailed was damaged, and he was escaping in a lifeboat in the Pacific Ocean with a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker. So this is the story about. Now let us get into the story. So after Ian Martel is publishing the story Life of Pi, it was taken into a film. Okay, it was taken into a movie during the year 2012. It was just it was such an interesting movie. Okay, right. So in this picture you can see a man. Imagine him as Pai Patel, who was surviving in the middle of the sea. Okay, so like this he had survived in the sea for how many days? 227 days in a lifeboat, right? I was alone and orphaned in the middle of the Pacific, hanging on to an oar, an adult tiger in front of me, sharks beneath me, a storm raging about me. Had I considered my prospects in the light of reason, I surely would have given up and let go of the oar, hoping that I might drown before being eaten. But I don't recall that I had a single thought during those first minutes of relative safety. I didn't even notice daybreak. I held on to the oar. I just held on. God only knows why. Right. So I was alone. So actually this first paragraph is a shortened form of this story. So I was alone. So I refers to Pai Patel or Pai. I was alone and orphaned. So generally what we will be telling as orphans, the parents without father and mother. Parents, the children without their parents. So likewise here he was alone in the sea in the middle of the Pacific, hanging on to an oar. Okay, so oar means, what is that? What we call it as the என்ன இருக்கும் அந்த போட்டில் துடுப்பு இருக்கும் இல்லையா, used for sailing, that is called as oar. An adult tiger in front of me. So there was a tiger, sharks beneath me. Beneath means under, below. Okay, sharks in the sea. A storm raging about me. So there were huge storms in the sea. Had I considered my prospects in the light of reason. Okay, so had I considered my prospects in the light of reason. So prospects means that is the possibility of his life. Okay, I surely would have given up and let go of the oar, hoping that I might drown before being eaten. So if he thinks how he will be alive or how he could survive, அதை பற்றி நினச்சிருந்தாருன்னா என்ன பண்ணியிருப்பாரு? ஷுவர்லி ஹி வுட் ஹவ் கிவன் அப் த ஓர். ஸோ அந்த ஓரை பிடிச்சிட்ருக்காரு இல்லையா, ஸோ ஹி வுட் ஹவ் கிவன் அப் இட் பிகாஸ் தர் இஸ் ஆல்சோ எ டைகர். ஸோ அந்த டைகர் நம்மளை சாப்பிட்றதுக்குள்ளே லெட் மீ டை மை செல்ஃப், ஹி வுட் ஹவ் தாட் லைக் தட். பட் I don't recall that I had a single thought during those first minutes of relative safety. So he didn't recall anything out of how he had survived out of it. I did not even notice daybreak. Okay, so he didn't even notice the daybreak. Daybreak means that is sunrise. I held on to the oar. I just held on. God only knows why. Okay, he was just holding the oar and he was surviving in that middle of the sea. He don't know what really happened. Only God knows what is happening there. Okay. The elements allowed me to go on living. The lifeboat did not sink. Richard Parker kept out of sight. The sharks prowled but did not attack. The waves splashed me but did not pull me off. I watched the ship as it disappeared with much burbling and belching. Lights flickered and went out. I looked about for my family, for survivors, for another lifeboat, for anything that might bring me hope. There was nothing, only rain, marauding waves of black ocean, and the flotsam of tragedy. Okay, so he is describing the elements allowed me to go on living. So what helped him to live is, see, all these things like lifeboat. Okay, the lifeboat did not sink, and the lifeboat moolgirna, definitely he could not have survived. Okay, he'll be facing his death soon, but nothing happened like that. The lifeboat did not sink. Richard Parker kept out of sight. So who is Richard Parker? Richard Parker is a Bengal tiger. Okay. So Richard Parker kept out of sight. Okay, so he did not note the tiger for a long time. So that is one of the reason. The sharks prowled but did not attack. Okay, the sharks prowled means it was jumping here and there in search of its prey. So the sharks were jumping here and there in search of its prey. Prey means its food, but it did not attack prey, right? So that is also one of the reason. The waves splashed me but did not pull me off. So there was huge waves in the sea. Okay, so the waves had splashed against him. Splashed and the thanni mela and the padum layer waves vandaduna. So that is splashing. Okay, the waves splashed me but did not pull me off. So the waves just flashed him but did not pull him into the sea. I watched the ship as it disappeared with much burbling and belching. Okay, so he was just watching his ship. Which ship? The ship which he traveled. So what happened to the ship is, so the ship, I watched the ship as it disappeared with much burbling and belching. Okay, so what is mean by burbling is, there is huge waves in the sea, huge storm in the sea. The ship is disappearing, that is it is sinking under the water with huge noise. Okay, that is like a murmuring sound. And belching means it is due to that storm, it is making some noise as it is sinking inside the sea. That is mean by belching. Lights flickered and went out. So the lights in the ship, it flickered. Flickered means that is it shining on and off. Off eye, on eye area, that is called as flickering. So lights flickered and went out. I looked about for my family. So he is searching if he could find any of his family members out of that sinking ship, for survivors or any other survivors who could have escaped from the ship, for another lifeboat. So he is looking for some other lifeboat from the ship, for anything that might bring me hope. Hope means confidence. So anything which could bring him confidence. So if he is seeing any of his family members or survivors or some other lifeboat, it might give him some confidence. Okay, but he could not find anything. There was nothing, only rain, marauding waves of black ocean, and the flotsam of tragedy. So what he could see was, he could see only Flotsam of tragedy. So flotsam means the debris which is sinking out of the wrecked ship. So debris means that is the waste things. Okay. As the ship is sinking in, so all the things that is usable or unusable, whatever it is, it will be floating in the water, right? That is called as flotsam. Okay. Okay, so I watched the ship as it disappeared with much burbling and belching. Lights flickered and went out. I looked about for my family, for survivors, for another lifeboat, for anything that bring me hope. There was nothing, but there is nothing which could bring him any hope. Only rain. Okay, so it is raining heavily, marauding waves of black ocean. Okay, he could hear the noise of the waves in the black ocean. So as it is raining, it is very dark in the middle of the sea, and the darkness melted. The darkness melted away from the sky. The rain stopped. Okay, so what happened? So the darkness went away. So as the rain stopped, I could not stay in the position I was in forever. So he could not sit, or he could not stay in that same position. I was cold. So he was feeling very much cold, very chill. My neck was sore from holding up my head. And from all the craning I had been doing. So here sore means feeling painful. Okay, that is sore. Okay, my neck was sore from holding up my head. So he was always holding his head upwards. One thing is he should survive in the sea, and other thing is he is searching whether he could see if there are any survivors or if there is any other lifeboat. And from all the craning I had been doing. Craning means that is stretching his head here and there to see if he was able to find some other boat or some other ship or some other persons. Okay. My back hurt from leaning against the lifebuoy. So lifebuoy means here lifeboat. And I needed to be higher up if I were to see other lifeboats. So if he wants to see any other lifeboat, he should be in a little bit high position. Okay, so this is his condition in the lifeboat now. Okay, so these are the elements which helped him to live. What are the elements? That is, the lifeboat did not sink. Adu moolgirna, he might be definitely dead. So he was not seeing the tiger, that is Richard Parker, for a long time. The sharks were jumping here and there in search of prey, but he did not eat pie. The waves splashed against him, but it did not pull him into the sea. Okay, and also he is watching the ship as it is sinking under the sea, but he was not afraid of that. And he was searching for the survivors, but he could not find any person. So as the darkness disappeared, the rain stopped, and his neck and body was feeling pained as he was searching for some other person, survivors, or some other lifeboats. Right. In the morning, I could not move. So in the morning, he could not move because he was staying in the same position. I was pinned up by weakness to the tarpaulin. So what is mean by tarpaulin is, it is like a waterproof cover or like a waterproof sheet. It will be thick, right? It is a thick waterproof sheet. That is called as tarpaulin. Okay. Tamil tharpai சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, that is called as tarpaulin. So I was pinned by weakness to the tarpaulin. So in the boats and in the ships, they'll be using it as it is thick and as it will be waterproof, right? So even thinking was exhausting. Okay, so exhausting means feeling a very heavy, tired. Okay, that is exhausting. So he was even very tired to think. Okay, so even thinking made him to feel very tired. I applied myself to thinking straight. At length, as slowly as a caravan of camels crossing a desert, some thoughts came together. Okay, at last, so I applied myself to thinking straight. So he is thinking that definitely he should think something. So at length means at last, as slowly as a caravan of camels crossing a desert. So ஒரு group of camels desert cross பண்ணி, so how camels will move, it will be moving very slowly, right? So like that, some thoughts came to his mind. Whose mind? Pai's mind. Pai Patel's mind. I thought of sustenance for the first time. I had not had a drop to drink or a bite to eat or a minute of sleep in 3 days. Finding this obvious explanation for my weakness brought me a little strength. Okay, so I thought of sustenance. What does mean by sustenance? Survival. Okay, he's thinking I thought of sustenance for the first time. So for the first time he is thinking about his survival. I had not had a drop to drink. So he don't have any water to drink, food to eat or minute of sleep. He did not sleep in the 3 days. For the past 3 days he did not drink anything, he did not eat anything, or he didn't even sleep for a minute. Finding this obvious explanation for my weakness brought me a little strength. Okay, so finding this obvious explanation. So what is obvious explanation is this apparent explanation or the self-evident explanation. That is the thought that he did not drink. என்ன சொல்கிறது, பாஸ்ட் 3 டேஸாக எதுவுமே சாப்பிடாம நான் ஒரு ட்ராப் ஆஃப் வாட்டர் கூட இல்லாமல் நம்ம உயிரோடு இருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கும் போது வாட் இஸ் தட், இன்னும் வீக்காக ஃபீல் பண்ணாமல் ஐ வாஸ் அலைவ், நம்ம இன்னும் உயிரோடு இருக்கோம்னு நினைக்கும் போது இட் இஸ் பிரிங்கிங் ஹிம் சம் ஹோப், சம் கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ், சம் ஸ்ட்ரென்த். Okay, Richard Parker was still on board. In fact, he was directly beneath me. Okay, so Richard Parker, the tiger, is still on board. Still on board means it is in the lifeboat. In fact, he was directly beneath me. So under him. Incredible that such a thing should need consent to be true. But it was only after much deliberation upon assessing various mental items and points of view that I concluded that it was not a dream or a delusion or a misplaced memory or a fancy or any other such falsity, but a solid true thing witnessed while in a weakened, highly agitated state. Right? So incredible. So incredible means unbelievable. Okay, that such a thing should need consent to be true. Okay, so consent means that is he should agree that unbelievably it is true that there is a tiger under him, but it was only after much deliberation. So after looking carefully upon assessing various mental items and points of view that I concluded that it was not a dream. Which was not a dream? அவருக்கு கீழே ஒரு டைகர் இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிறத he did not notice it for a long time. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த டைகரை பார்த்ததுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நினைக்கிறாருன்னா, என்ன சொல்கிறது, I concluded that it was not a dream or a delusion or an imagination or a misplaced memory, ஒரு misunderstanding memory கிடையாது, or a fancy, அது ஒரு ஃபேன்சியும் கிடையாது, ஆர் எனி அதர் சச் ஃபால்சிட்டி, பட் எ சாலிட் ட்ரூத். ஓகே, ஸோ ஹி வாஸ் திங்கிங், நான் பார்க்குறது ஒரு வேளை இமேஜினேஷனோ, எனக்கு கீழே டைகர் இருக்க மாதிரி தெரிகிறது ஒரு இமேஜினேஷனாக இருக்கலாமா அப்படின்லாம் ஹீ இஸ் திங்கிங். பட் அட் லாஸ்ட் ஹீ இஸ் கன்க்ளூடிங் தட் it is not an imagination, it is a very fact that there is a tiger under him, but a solid true thing witnessed while in a weak and highly agitated state. Okay, the truth of it would be confirmed as soon as I felt well enough to investigate. How I had failed to notice. So the truth of it would be confirmed as soon as I felt well enough to investigate. So after investigating himself, he was confirming that it is definitely a tiger. He was not taking such a decision in a agitated state, in a confused state. Okay, how I had failed to notice. For 2.5 days, a 450-pound Bengal tiger in a lifeboat, 26 feet long, was a conundrum I would have to try to solve later when I had more energy. Okay. So he is thinking how I had failed to notice for 2.5 days. Okay, for 2.5 days he did not find that Bengal tiger, which was 450-pound, 26 feet long. Okay, so its length is 26 feet, was a conundrum. Conundrum means a riddle, a puzzle, a surprise. Okay, எப்படி நான் இதை நோட் பண்ணாமல் போனேன்? Such a huge 450-pound tiger, 26 feet, how I had failed to notice it. I would have to try to solve later when I had more energy. ஸோ நான் இதை எப்படி நோட் பண்ணாமல் போனேன் அப்படிங்கிறது அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் எனர்ஜி வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் தான் I have to find it how I had failed to notice such a tiger, 450-pound tiger. The feat surely made Richard Parker the largest stowaway, proportionally speaking, in the history of navigation. From tip of nose to tip of tail, he took up over a third of the length of the ship he was on. See, it is the size he is describing about the size of the tiger. Okay, so the feat surely made Richard Parker the largest stowaway. So what is the meaning of stowaway is a person who stores without any, இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறது, ஒரு பஸ்ஸில் வந்து எதுவுமே டிக்கெட் வாங்காமல் போகிற பேசஞ்சர் இருப்பாங்க இல்லையா. ஸோ அதர்ஸ் ஆர் யூஸிங் இட். ஆர் ஒரு சப்போஸ் ஒரு பைக்கில் ஒரு 2 பேர் போகிறாங்க அப்படின்னா தேர்டாக ஒரு பர்சன் என்ன அப்படியே கொஞ்சம் அங்கே ட்ராப் பண்ணிடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா ஸோ வித்தவுட் எனி திங், ஓகே, ஒரு எந்த பேமெண்ட் இல்லாமல், ஒரு டிக்கெட் இல்லாமல், எதுவுமே எக்ஸ்பென்ஸ் இல்லாமல் சும்மா ஓஸில் வருவாங்க இல்லையா, தட் இஸ் கால்ட் அ ஸ்டாவவே. ஓசியில் வரவங்க அப்படி தான் வச்சுக்கணும். ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி without anything he is traveling in that lifeboat. Okay, in the history of navigation, from tip of nose to tip of tail, he took up over a third of the length of the ship he was on. Okay, so how long it is, that is how much space it is occupying in the ship is, it is occupying almost over a third of the length of the ship he was on. Okay, so that much length, 1/3 of the length it is occupying in the boat. Okay, so it is 450 pound and 26 feet. It is occupying a major space in the lifeboat. So the Mr. Pai Patel is in a conundrum, that is in a surprise or in a riddle or a puzzle, how he had failed to notice such a tiger in the ship, that is in the lifeboat. So next, you might think I lost all hope, all confidence at that point. So when he saw the tiger, so we may think that he might have lost all his confidence. I did, and as a result I perked up and felt much better. And okay, so as he saw the tiger, see here, perked up is a phrasal verb. It means he felt very much cheerful. As he saw the tiger, he felt very much cheerful. He did not lose hope. Instead, he felt very much cheerful and felt much better. We see that in sports all the time, don't we? So நம்ம ஸ்போர்ட்ஸில் பார்க்குற மாதிரி, the tennis challenger starts strong but soon loses confidence in his playing. Okay, so ஒரு tennis player, ஒரு challenger who is participating in a game, he will start the game very strongly, but when he loses points, automatically he loses his confidence. So the champion racks up the games, but in the final set, when the challenger has nothing left to lose, he becomes relaxed again, insouciant. So what is mean by insouciant is unworried, becoming not worrying, unworried, daring. Okay, but finally when the challenger has nothing left to lose, இனிமே நம்ம தோக்க மாட்டோம் அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சும் போது என்ன பண்ணிடுவாங்க, they will feel very much relaxed and unworried and daring means feeling very courageous. Suddenly he is playing like the devil, and the champion must work hard to get those last points. So what will happen, the opponent will start playing like a devil, and now the champion should work hard to gain all the last points. So it was with me. So அந்த மாதிரி தான். Okay, so as I saw the tiger, I was not afraid, because for the past 2.5 days, that is almost for the 3 days, he was staying with the tiger. So அந்த 3 நாளும் the tiger did not hurt him அப்படின்னா, இனிமேலும் the tiger is not going to hurt him. So he is feeling like he was feeling very cheerful at seeing the tiger. To cope with a hyena seemed remotely possible, but I was so obviously outmatched by Richard Parker that it was not even worth worrying about. Okay, so to cope with a hyena seemed remotely possible. So what he is telling is, I cannot match my strength with the strength of the tiger, because it is very powerful than me, but I was so obviously outmatched. So he is an outmatch. So on the tiger level he is not strengthful. Okay, so அவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்குள்ள ஒரு காம்படிஷன் அப்படின்னா, suppose the tiger is coming to attack him means definitely the tiger is going to win. So comparing him with the tiger is not matching, it is outmatched. It was not even worth worrying about. அதை பற்றி நம்ம கவலைப்படவும் தேவையில்லை, because he is thinking that the tiger is definitely going to eat him once, because it is also staying in the boat without any food. With a tiger aboard means that is in the boat. Okay, with a tiger in the boat. So now he is aboardna in a வேறு பிளேஸில் அவரோட நேட்டிவ் பிளேஸை விட்டு he is somewhere in the foreign country, that is in the sea. Okay, so with a tiger aboard my life was over. So இந்த tiger in சாப்பிட போது definitely my life is going to end in the sea, in the boat by a tiger. That being settled, okay, my life is going to over. Why not do something about my parched throat? Parched means dry throat. Okay, because he wants water, he had not had any water for the past 3 days, right? So what is this paragraph is, after seeing the tiger he is not feeling afraid, because he knows that. So the reason that he tells is because the tiger is very powerful than Pai Patel. Okay, so he is deciding that definitely the tiger is going to eat me once. So அதை பற்றி நம்ம கவலைப்பட்டு ஒன்றும் ஆக போகிறதில்ல. Okay, so anyhow I am going to die in this place, in this sea, middle of the sea, by a tiger, but before that I want some water to drink. Okay, so hope every one of you have understood. Let me stop with this today. Let us continue in the next class.